Hi, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss the books that I want to read in the month of October. The first book I have with me is Dear Cyborgs by Eugene. This is a new book for me. I found it randomly as I was browsing at the library, and it just stuck out because it's a fairly short book. It's around 160 pages or so. It's a book that starts with two teenage boys in Midwestern America. They bond over their love of comic books and also because they are outsiders in their town. And from there, it goes on to an alternate universe where superheroes find time to discuss societal problems during their time off, I guess. Um, that's all I was able to glean from the synopsis on the back. I was intrigued by the individuals who blurbed the book. There is Joshua Cohen, author of Book of Numbers, and Peter Ho Davies, author of The Fortunes. Both are books that I am interested in reading, so hopefully this will be a great read for me. The next book I want to read in the month of October is Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This is a fairly popular book on BookTube. I'm just getting around to it because I wasn't really interested in reading it until this year when I began to take a course on Shakespeare, and the first two plays we read in the class was Titus Andronicus and Julius Caesar. Both plays take place in ancient Rome, and with my assignments coming up, where I am supposed to imagine how certain scenes in these plays take form, I want to spend more time in this ancient Roman universe to help me give me inspiration for how I would like to um, imagine how these scenes would go when I write my papers, and so yeah, and the next book I like to read in the month of October is Zadie Smith's Swing Time. This book I'm interested in reading because in 2016, Zadie Smith gave a presentation in my city, and I was able to see it through a live stream from my home. And so, based on that presentation, she did it on creativity, I think that was it. And based on that presentation, I became interested in reading her books. I also have White Teeth and Northwest, but I have decided that I will start with Swing Time, her latest release, which came out in 2016. It was longlisted for the Man Booker Prize. That was one of the reasons that motivated me to pick it up, and hopefully I'll be able to read it in the month of October. My arm is shaking because I'm holding my camera up with it. I'm recording on my cell phone, and so it's shaking because this is the third time I'm doing this video, and it's my arm is quite tired. I hopefully maybe sometime I will work out more, and so my arm won't feel as tired when holding my camera up to record videos like this. And anyways, the next book I'd like to discuss is Burnt Shadows by Kamila Shamsie. Kamila Shamsie also was longlisted for the Booker Prize, Man Booker Prize, for her latest novel, Home Fire. I have decided to go back to read her older novel, Burnt Shadows, which is about, centers around a young woman named Hiroko Tanaka. It follows her life following the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and when she leaves Japan after she falls in love with a man named Conrad West. She goes to India, where she meets with her Conrad West's sister and her family. There she meets another man named Sajjad Asra, and there she learns from him. She begins to learn Urdu. The Hiroko, she is a linguist by profession, a language specialist, and so she's interested in learning the language of Urdu, and also she becomes, I guess, caught up in the political events that take place in India in the 1940s. From now, the last book I'd like to read in the month of October is Dracula. I'm interested in reading Dracula because it's a book that I intended to read last year about the same time, but I wasn't able to get to it. And earlier in this year, I read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley for a class, and so I'd like to read another classic horror novel, especially with Halloween coming up. And so, yeah, those are 5 of the books that I'm interested in reading in October. There may be many more, others that I haven't mentioned, but are part of required reading for classes. And so, hopefully I'll be able to reach my goal of reading 50 books, which is on my Goodreads goal. But I also have a goal of reaching 150 books as part of a reading challenge that my local library has for the 150th anniversary of Canada, which is where I live. And yeah, I'm close to 1/3 of the way there. So hopefully I'll be able to read more than 50 books by the end of the year. That's it for me now. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Bye!